Good morning, this is Jacqueline Richard Simmons, JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I want to say good morning. Thankful to be alive. This morning, I want to talk about some of the things I've been going through. I haven't slept in over a week. I was fine, but the first week, but how can I explain it? Like, I was fine the first week, but this guy kept pushing the issue until he got me to pretty much break down, and I was trying to hold myself and hold my composure. I'm coming out of a very bad relationship. It's been bad for over the last, I would say, 10 years, but I didn't recognize it. And I did recognize it, but nobody would help me. First, I want to start with, I fell in love with this man because, well, he was real persistent in the beginning. I didn't really want to be with nobody. I just wanted to be with me and my kids. But he was very persistent, and I pretty much fell victim, you know. Then sexually he would make me feel good, better than I've ever felt sexually. So I fell for him. That's not what y'all used to with Jackie or Deja, whichever one y'all call me. I fell for him so much that I didn't want to be apart from him. I didn't want to lose his love. So every time he cried on my shoulder, I tried to help him as much as I could because I didn't like to see him in pain. However, I helped him so much that it hurt me. And when I turned to him and his family for help, they wasn't there. Knowing I didn't have anybody, knowing I didn't have no family, and that my mother had just passed away. He would tell lies. Let me go back a little bit. My son wanted to make music. Before we lost our house, and I figured that would be the way out, maybe, to help us. So I contacted 50. And he invited me out. And I asked Eric to come. I asked him to come. When I went to California, I asked him to come. I was going to take the whole family. He didn't want to go. To turn around and tell lies on these people and about these people. It wasn't right. They tried to help me. 50 saw me sleeping in my car. He knew I was fucked up. That's why he helped me as much as he could. Even though he put me through a lot of shit via internet anyway. But he helped me as much as he could. Because he saw me sleeping in my car with my kids. His daughter. For you to tell lies on this man. And he tried to help your child. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. You know, he started making people think that I was crazy and all these things. They had to slow down my Facebook because I still live in a poverty neighborhood. They want to make sure nothing happens to me because I have songs with celebrities. Do they understand that? No. They tried to find him a job so he can get me out of the ghetto. So things will go right. All he would do is be selfish about the situation. When I put me in 50 song, I'm That Man out. I was supposed to go to New York. That's mainly where the sales was coming from. He wouldn't let me go. I could have been platinum a long time ago. But he held me back from that. You never think that a person that you love so much would do so much harm to you. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. I couldn't even imagine how bad it hurts. I had got a job. I waited. Ended up, I'm on a podcast. What?
You got another cigarette?
I'm on a podcast.
Oh, you trying me to get a cigarette?
Oh my God! Y'all see, I had never had peace, y'all. I just never had peace. Oh, here, Jaya, please.
Everybody face. I'm stressing too.
Oh my God, y'all. And I gotta go through this with this kid too. Y'all don't even know what I go through. And this is the thing, I don't have nobody. My daughter's still in jail. It's only me. You know, I would write 50 and tell him everything. He didn't believe me because he just couldn't believe that this guy was just this fucking bad. And the things that he would do. He didn't believe it. He thought I was lying. Now he gets to see face value. This is crazy. This 17 years of my life I put into this man. 17 years. 17 years. For nothing. I was in tax debt for over 8 years. I couldn't pay my taxes. So I couldn't get another house. I worked hard to get them taxes paid off. And I did. I went to him and I said, my taxes is paid off. We can buy a house now so we can uplift this business. And he turned on me. He turned on me, y'all. The moment I've been waiting for. He turned on me. After 17 years. He buying a business for him, buying a car, helping him with his bills, losing my home, sleeping in the street, rebuilding, even after all of that, rebuilding with him. Since I forgave him for it, you know, he said to me, you always throwing it in my face. It happened a long time ago. But he didn't know that the pain of what I went through never went anywhere. Me losing my job, I was banned from working for Frito-Lay because of me buying a business for him. Even though it happened 8 years ago, it followed me to this day. And I hurt behind it every day. Trying to get a job that you know that you're capable of doing and can get paid doing. And you can't because of what you did for somebody else to help them. It would eat at you every day. And it did. It ate at me every single day. Every day of my life. I had to wake up and think about me losing my job, helping this man. You would think he would say he loved me every single day. But he didn't. I had to be yelled at, called names, looked down upon because I was doing music. What else was I supposed to do when you stripped everything else from me? You stripped it from me. What else was I supposed to do? What kills me the most is he's trying to live off my fame and trying to give it to other people after mistreating me. That hurts the most. He said to me, "Oh, you're never going to make it. Don't even know why you're doing this. Why I'm doing it is because I have no other choice. You slandered my lifestyle." But when you're dealing with basic people, they don't understand that the things that they do can affect others. I wrote a book called That Boxer. I told y'all in the interview that I had with the radio host a little bit about it, that it wasn't all true, but majority of the book was. Only thing wasn't true about the book was Riel's part. He is a pro boxer, and at the time he needed the fame to try to come up, to get better, get better fights, so that's why I used him. However, the sexual and all of that stuff, that wasn't him. That was actually a man that I was with for 17 years. That's why the book was so intensifying, because it really happened. It just didn't happen with the person that I said it happened with. During the duration of me writing that book, like I said, I used Riel because he needed the fame, and I wanted to protect Eric and his family, because they didn't want to be in the industry. And, you have to respect people's wishes, but then they need to learn to respect your wishes either, and don't talk down on you and talk about you, because the streets talk and things get back to people. And I constantly tell them, they run their mouths too much. Shut up. You talk too much. You're talking about stuff you know nothing about. Just be quiet. If you don't know nothing about it, don't speak upon it. If it has nothing to do with you, you don't want a part of it, then don't speak on it. And that's why I constantly tell them. But they just choose to constantly talk and talk and talk. But they don't realize they was not only hurting me, they was hurting people in the industry as well. And it wasn't fair to them, and I feel bad. And I am apologizing on the behalf of their stupidity, to 50, to Chris, and anybody else out there that helped me, I constantly talk about a lot of the rappers that helped me, especially the rappers in Florida. They've been really good to me, and I know y'all wanted to see me. I know y'all wanted me to come there. I can't deal with the people, y'all. I can't. Not all the stuff that they've done to me. I can't. I just can't. I can't deal with the lies and the betrayal no more. I'm not saying I won't come to Florida. I'm not saying that, y'all, but I can't deal with them. I have to do it on my own. I have to come there on my own. City Girls, thank you once again. I heard this song. Even though that was my past life and that was something that I just tried, it wasn't for me. But it's okay. Y'all still showing me love, and I respect it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all all so much. Thank y'all. It just hurts so much that y'all help me so much. And then these people that's right here with me, they don't even care. And that's what hurts me so much. Y'all do everything in your power to try to help me stay in this industry. And it's well appreciated. That's why I help y'all market as much as I can. Because it's well appreciated. All the DJs that help me, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Your biggest haters be the people right in your life. The ones that you think is your family. And I was planning to be with this man for the rest of my life. I'm getting older and older. And I thought we was going to do it. I thought we was going to get married. And everybody kept asking why we wasn't already married after 17 years. I've never in my life experienced deceit and hatefulness from people in my own circle. It's the worst thing ever, y'all. It's the worst thing ever. You know, he told me, I asked him why, because I needed closure, you know. He told me he wasn't in love with me anymore. I was like, okay, I get it. You know, sometimes you do fall out of love. But what I couldn't get was the deceitfulness, the hatefulness, the slandering of my family name, and not want to give me the same respect I gave you when I helped you, knowing that I needed help. I'm building a business. I'm taking every dime I have and put it into this business. Nobody helps me. I do it all by myself. You would think I would be happy. How can I be happy when the people around me are deceitful and hateful? Y'all, I haven't slept in about 7 days. The most I sleep is 2 hours a night. I haven't eaten. I cry every day. For the last 7 days, I cry every day. 2-3 times a day. I'm trying not to have a nervous breakdown. I pray. I just want to go back home north. You know, let me tell you what he told me, y'all. I wanted to come back up north 5 years ago. Then 2 years I was sick and I wanted to leave. I kept saying, let's leave. Let's go back up north. At that time, I wanted to move to Florida as well. And he told me, he said, Charlotte gave me a second chance to live. I don't want to leave here. And you know, when you in a relationship You try to meet a person halfway, even if it means hurting you and hurting what you're going through or you're doing. And I agreed to stay in here so he could continue to grow as a man. For him to tell me he's no longer in love with me because I allowed him to grow as a man. You know, I try to meet people 50-50, you know, meet them halfway in relationships. Whether it's friendship, whether it's in a relationship. I'm a very caring person. I'll run myself ragged trying to make sure my family is good. Because they all I have. But for a person to take advantage of that, it hurts. It hurts so much, especially a person you thought was going to be there to the end, a person that you love. And I told him, we would have been in love if you would have spent more time with me. If you would have did the things that you were supposed to do, not just worry about rebuilding your life. What about me? You didn't think about me. I sat back for 5 years. You didn't think about me. It hurts, y'all. It hurts. I'm trying to find every way possible to get this pain out so I can rest, because I can't even rest. I can't sleep. I'm thinking once maybe I'll go up north and I'm around my friends, and maybe it'll help. But I can't even do that right now because I don't have the money. I told you every dime I had, I paid my bills and I put into this business. Because I'm trying to build something for my family. I'm the head of my family. You know, I tell myself, you know, I used to be one of those that if a relationship was bad, I would get going. You know, God never see me again. As I got older, and it was just something different about this man. Something different about him, you know. And I felt a need to hold on to him, you know. I don't know if it was the way he made me feel, his eyes. I don't know what it was. But I always wound up back with him, you know. Because we've broken up several times. It was just never as bad as this, you know. Just the way he did things this time, it just was like totally disrespectful. You know, so disrespectful to where I don't even think I even want to go back with him, you know. it's just crazy, y'all. And I just, I wanted to just be open and honest with y'all. I lost a lot of friends throughout this process of being with this man. But those that fell back and allowed me to deal with this relationship, I hope y'all still there for me. I pushed a lot of y'all away for this man. Because he didn't like anybody. He didn't like none of my friends. Oh, I don't like this one. I don't like that one. So I would just never have friends around. Never cheated on him. He probably thought I did, but I've never cheated on him. I've never laid with another man while I was with him. Never. It's not in my nature. I just work hard. I work hard. I put a lot of work to get what I'm trying to build. And it hasn't been easy, y'all. It hasn't been easy. Trying to raise a family. And your man is part of your family. Especially after 17 years, you would think so. But he said I wasn't his family. As much as I do. He said I wasn't his family. And it hurt me so bad. After 17 years. And I do everything for this man, y'all. I cook for him. I clean for him. I'm making sure he eat the right foods. Anything he need me to do, I do it. Because I thought he was my family. You know how they say you can be someone's friend and they not be your friend? But that was this case. I was in an empty relationship where I was putting in 100% and he was putting in 0. And it hurt me real bad when he told me that, when he said, "You're not my family." Like, okay. We live in the same house. You eat the same dinner I eat. You get sick, I go with you to the doctor. Not your family. But I'm not family. That's when I knew that this relationship was over. I was being this superwoman, but he was like trying to break me down so much. It was unreal, y'all. It is still unreal. And I just wish he would understand what he's done. And I just want him to change. I want him to change. I want him to apologize. I want him to say thank you for everything I've done for him. He's never told me thank you. And I've lost everything. Sometimes people miss the small things, you know. He's never came to me and said, "Maybe I thank you so much for what you tried to do for me, even though it didn't work." Never once. So y'all see what my pain is coming from? Y'all see the battle I was going through. But I'm not going to stop, y'all. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. It's just that it's hard for me right now. It's really hard for me mentally. It's hard for me. That's all I say. And I need to rest. I need to be able to sleep. I need to rest. And I just can't. I just can't. I just felt the need to get all of that out, and apologize for all of those that he has hurt that was in my corner. I'm sorry, y'all. All y'all try to do was help. So I apologize to y'all for any negative slandering on y'all names or anything that was said or, that was just in the streets. I apologize for the stuff that he said or did, But that was the lack of me not understanding that this man didn't love me. I knew, though, I was feeling some kind of way. And I was asking for help, and nobody would help me. They all thought that he was going to fall through and do right by me. I kept saying, stay with Eric. Stay with Eric. Yeah, stay with Eric. Stay with Eric. I'm not going to even have a business. I'm not going to even have a house. I'm not going to have anything. He wants to live a basic life. I can't live a basic life. I have a whole family to take care of. So I can't live a basic life. But people don't know what it's like. You're actually the head of the family. What it's really like to have to make the decisions on what you want to do. I love helping the communities. I love helping people. That makes me feel good. That's one of my joys, whether you know it or not. I have two joys. One joy is my daughter, and the other joy is helping people. It makes me feel good inside. Especially when they really need it. Or they crying on your shoulders and please help. So it makes me feel good when I help someone that's trying to overcome something. And God blesses me for it, but he just didn't bless me through this relationship. So now I just have to figure out, how I want to move on with my life and continue to build this business. And I've been working on so much and being pushed down, stomped on through it. With the grace of God, I'll get through. Because I still have a whole family to be there for when they need me. I didn't expect to have to run a whole family when this young. But it happened, and I had to take on the responsibility. But it wears me down. All I needed was that love from him to help me stay uplifted. And he refused to give it to me. So it made it harder. I would just sit in this box in this room, trying to figure it all out. But y'all would never understand until y'all in those shoes. For those that haven't gotten there yet, it's a different level of life. Not only are you trying to help your family, you're trying to help outsiders as well. It can become very weakening. I just wanted to tell y'all those things, It's just things that needed to get off of me, and maybe I could have closure. Closure with this relationship, closure with, my therapist told me I need to like shut everything out with this guy so I can move on. But I can't do that because he wants to keep interfering. I was trying. The first 2 weeks I was trying. I was doing wonderful. But he wanted to keep interfering, until he broke me. And then I'm like saying to myself, well, why? Why do you need to try to break me? Haven't you had enough of hurting me? Leave me alone. Leave my daughter alone. He kept going. Until he broke me. And now I'm broke. I tried. I knew the process. Yeah, I know because I've been married before. So I knew the process of how to try to get out of a long-term relationship. But he just didn't make it easy. He never makes anything easy. And I love him. I still love him. But I know that we can't be together because he's not going to do right by me. So, I have to stay strong. Through the grace of God, I will. I pray every day, every morning. But now I just want God to let me rest and let me sleep. Because I can't sleep knowing how many hateful people has been around me. That close to me. It make you feel so inside. Like the people that you thought was really there, it wasn't. All they did was laugh at you and hate on you. And that was the reality of it. But they didn't know my past. So that was the thing. That's why they all look like fools now. They look like big liars. Because they didn't know my past. Because I never talked about my past. The purpose of me moving to Maryland is to leave my past in the past. That's why I didn't talk about it. That's why they didn't know. But see, that's where people need to learn. When people tell y'all stuff, or when people are doing stuff, don't interfere, because you don't know what went on in their lives. It's like I used to tell him, I met you at 35. Things were going on in my life from the time I was born to 35. Before I met you. But, he didn't understand that. Everything was impossible to him. This is impossible. This is impossible. Well, you may think it's impossible, but it's the facts. You got to get over the impossible feeling and accept it, and let's move on. And that's all I wanted him to do. Let's move on to getting this money and building this business. But he wouldn't do that. He kept saying, "Oh, that's your thing. That's your thing." But I'm doing this for the family. Not only for my family, for yours too, because you're supposed to be a part of me. But he didn't see it that way. Because in his eyes, I wasn't his family. So I get it. I get it. My lessons, the lessons that I had was how can I say it, is learned. Okay, I've learned. I've learned a lot throughout this relationship. I learned more within the last 5 years than I learned in the whole relationship. I want to say thank you to Riel, for allowing me to even make the book. Even though the parts, like I said, the sexual parts and my mother's story, all that stuff was true. Only thing that wasn't true was the actual boxing. Well, could have been true, but he hasn't worked on that. But I'm not talking about him right now. But I just want to thank him for helping me, with that. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Just just had to get some things off my chest. People been in my corner when it comes to this entertainment business. Just like I tell people, once you're in the entertainment business, ain't no going up, stopping. Ain't none of that. Especially when you are the main focus at that time. This time. And these young kids is keeping me in. They're making sure my name stay on the radio or things that they do or promote or whatever. So there's no dying down for no time soon. I don't see that. I don't see it at all. So I say that to say, until they let it die down, I'm stuck, constantly doing my podcast, making music, shouting them out, marketing, all that. I'm subject to it. But it's appreciative. I'm appreciative that they take a hold of me like that and still say, hey, we still want her in this industry because we like what she stands for. We like what she's doing. That's why I appreciate it. In Florida, y'all been one of the biggest, for me. Thank y'all so much. Y'all wouldn't even believe how much love I want to give you guys, But in time, I will be down there as soon as I can get over this nonsense with this relationship. Am I going to come there and live? I don't know. But I do know that I will be down there to visit and hang out with DJ Kool Mike Ski. So that will be, I don't know how soon it's going to be, but it's going to happen. Because I'm going to make sure it happens. So I love you guys. Y'all just keep supporting me and keeping me strong. And hopefully I'll get over this hurdle that I'm going through and, be able to meet me somebody else that really wants a serious relationship, that want the same things I want, to build business, to buy a nice home, to, do whatever it takes, with the family to build. It's just not for everybody. And I get it. It's not for everybody. So I love y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. It is raining here in Charlotte right now. I hear the rain coming down. I'm going to try to lay down and get a few hours of sleep. But normally in like 2 or 3 hours, I'll wake right back up. And my mind is going in circles, So hopefully I can sleep this off, sleep it out, and get up and have a wonderful Sunday. And y'all also have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy. And I will talk to y'all also.